Good morning and happy Sunday, and welcome to episode 98, which is the Daffodil Daydream bundle with an extra piece as well. The Sale-a-bration is on at the moment, as you presumably know, and one of the items that you can get for free is the I should know what it's called, I've looked at it so many times. Daffodil Afternoon paper, and it goes, of course, as the name suggests, perfectly with the Daffodil Daydream bundle. So that put me in a bit of a quandary because I've got the stamp set, I've got the die cut, and I've got the paper. So I decided what I was going to do, I was going to make one card using the DSP, another using the stamp set, another using the dies. So that's what we're doing today. But anyway, I should show you the paper, and I will do that when I turn you down so you can see what's going on. What else would I like to tell you? Well, first I'd like to say good morning to Barbara. Thanks for joining me and commenting. I know there are a few other people, but I can't see who they are. So anyway, when you spend $25 with me, I will send you the pieces you need to make today's cards, which I will show you in a minute. So it's basically a mini online class, okay? So what else do I need to tell you? Sale-a-bration goes on until the end of February, so for every $50 you spend, you can get a freebie. Some of them are $100. So, and it tells you when you're ordering, it says, you know, you have this number of level 1 or that number of level 2, because level 1 being the 50 and the level 2 being the 100, and you can pick stuff. And if your order hits 300, you get an extra free stamp set, something about camellias. I'll show it to you when mine arrives. My order is, I think it's in picking at the moment. So I've got a load of fun stuff coming. I'm so excited. So I think that's about it, other than I don't have my dice out. I need my 6-sided dice. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to turn you down so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to change my glasses before I start trying to card with my distance glasses, which doesn't work too well. And let me face you that way, just in case you didn't get any snow and you're feeling a bit too hot wherever you are. Unlikely, I know. There we go. Put it a bit further in. Maybe a bit more the other way. Yep, I think that is good. Right, so I've got 6 people in the raffle for last week: Linda, Barbara, Winnie, Judy, Diana, and Kim. So 4, that's Judy. Okay. Put that back in the bag. Okay, so that's all we need from my new planner. I'm going to show you the paper. I love this one. Really, really do. Not so fond of the other side. This one is also awesome. You can just cut it and make it into a card front. This one's got little hearts on, so that might be a Valentine Day type thing. Here's the next batch. And the next batch. This one's nice. I like it a lot. Didn't use it yet, but that's how it goes. And so there's quite a lot to choose from. And it's a great freebie in my opinion. So let me show you. Here's the Daffodil Daydream. So because I was kind of focused on birthday cards, or have been lately, I pulled in Sweet Ice Cream for the happy birthday sentiment. And then here are the 24 pieces of the Daffodil dies, which is quite almost overwhelming. But I decided to use this piece because when I looked at it more closely, and I don't have an example here, I thought it looked more like a cupcake. So I made cupcakes. Which probably is not what people were expecting with this dice set. So anyway, so let me show you the actual cards. This is the DSP. That's all it is, a piece of DSP, and I thought it was so lovely. I didn't want to put anything down here or up here somewhere. I don't think it needs a sentiment. And the funny thing is, before I made cards myself, when I was buying cards in a shop, I would be looking for things that didn't have sentiments on the front. And now nearly all the cards I make do have sentiments on the front. So that's, I guess you change. So that's the first one. Here's the next one, using the stamps. Oh, and I've also got my Celebrate with Flowers, because it's got this lovely vertical happy birthday, and I thought that would be really good with this one. And then here are my cupcakes. So I don't usually look at dies and say, oh, I could just trim them and they'd be something else, but this one just leapt out at me, and I thought it was so much fun. And it's got Wink of Stella on it, and these little I forget what they're called. Let's see, what are you called? They're the 21 to 23 in colour jewels. So, and they just worked as sprinkles on my cupcakes. So anyway, let's get going. Oh, where's my... Oh, yep. Put the stamp set on top of it. So let's pull this out. This is the kind of package you would get if, when you place an order with me. So let's just move these over here carefully. Oh, so that I don't drop my daffodil trumpets. So this is the very easy card, obviously. It's take the DSP and stick it to the Pear Pizzazz card base, and that's it. So incredibly simple, but I think it looks really good. I love the three greens here. There's Mossy Meadow, Pear Pizzazz, and I think Evening Evergreen as well. So, and then these little pops of colour. I think it's gorgeous. So that's number one done. The others are a bit longer. So here's, oh, hang on, let me pick those up. Here's what we need for the next one. So get out my trusty stand up. Yes, I'm apparently talking to talking to a card. Yeah. me open this. This one can be a bit stiff, which is good, I guess, because it would be keeping the powder nice and tightly, you know, it's not letting any air in is what I'm trying to say. Apparently I haven't had any coffee. No, I haven't had any coffee. There's no apparently about it. And apparently my brain is half asleep. So, and I nipped out this morning. I'm trying not to run on Sundays because I want to just run 4 days a week. But I was short of a mile to hit my goal. So I went out and ran a mile this morning, which is much nicer than yesterday when I was running 5 and it was pretty cold. But once you get going, it's pretty good. You warm up and you start wondering why you put so much stuff on. Let's see how this comes out. Looks like I need a bit more gold in here. Haven't got the other end done yet. There. Why is it all gathering on the edge? I don't know. That fits that bit. And that bit, there you go. Even though I've got this in here, which I quite like, because you don't have to, well, I thought the great thing about it is you don't get this stuff on here, but it still happens. So, I mean, it's less, but it's not perfect. Maybe it's me, I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to heat emboss this. So if you've got me turned up a bit, you might want to turn me down a little bit while I do this. There it goes. I love embossing. I do a lot more of it at Christmas than at most other time. I guess I'm missing making Christmas cards with heat embossing, and so I'm doing a birthday card with heat embossing. There. I like how that one looks. Yeah, it looks great. Nice. So I need to, well, first I need to get all this powder off here. Oh dear, oh dear. So, I'm going to matte this with a piece of gold foil. I hope it's not twinkling in your eyes. So, there we are. Oh, I've got it on here too. Good grief. Right, now I'm not going to put this on right now. I'm going to put it about, it's going to go about there, right? And so I'm going to do the greeting, which is the happy birthday, the vertical happy birthday, and also emboss it. So here we go. try and put it kind of in the middle of that space. Okay, take that off. That was merely to help me figure out where I was going to stamp it, in case you're wondering. And I also didn't put it on. Ah, there we go. Oops, that definitely went everywhere. Oh, I'm getting in a right mess. Okay. Let me see if I can close it. There we go. And get this all... Oh, there you go. Underneath there. Get this all out of the way for now. And then I can clean this off again. Okay, and I'm going to heat emboss again, so, well, maybe I'm not. Let me just clean up this bit a bit with my fingers. Beautiful. So, let me just emphasize this. Oh, maybe not. So, this is going to go there. So, I think it's quite effective, this card, even, you know, there's not much on it, but that's how I like my cards, as you know. I like them to be simple. So, yes, I think that's right. So I've got about the same amount of space over here as I have between here. Not quite, but it's close. So that's what we've got. And then I need some of my elegant faceted gems. I think these ones. As if, you know, it's not sparkly enough already. Oops, it turned over. No, it's still upside down. Okay. Ah, I see. I need some more of this out. That's why it's not sticking. Okay. Right, let's have one here. And one here. And one about there, I think. And there we go. That's embossing powder covered card. There we go. Looks pretty similar. Put those out of the way. And now we're going to tackle this one. So, let me get the pieces. Now, I figured you didn't need to see me make 5 of these, so I've already made 3. So I'm just going to make 2 more. So what I did, I took my snips and I just cut off the the rounded piece to make it look more like a cupcake, like so. That's that. Then, oh, I'm doing the fresh freezer ones. This is what I did. I took the thick end and basically gave my cupcake some icing. Like, just be careful to make sure you get the edges, because it's hard to see the white on the white, and you end up, well, I end up missing a few bits, and then I have to go back and do it again. So there's that. Then I use the Wink of Stella, which gives it sparkle and kind of cleaned it up a little bit. So, but you know, still looks like frosting. Because I did it in rows, so it looks as if you've piled the frosting on. So. And then I used the thin end to make the, oops, it stuck to my finger, to give the stripes that you always see in the paper things. Then I'm going to, these are going to all be popped up, so I'm putting a dimensional at the bottom, like so, and then I'm putting a couple of mini ones just at the top, because you can't actually fit another one of the regular ones, just to make sure it doesn't flop. So if you don't have mini ones, you could just cut the regular ones in half, but this is a lot easier. Right, so these are already done. So now we just need that. We need the polished pink. To stamp the happy birthday. About, ooh, I think about there. Like so. And then it's just a matter of putting the cupcakes on. I just take off the big one, that's really enough. Maybe what I should do actually is put this on the card base now. It's not as if I'm stamping anything, so, because it's harder to, when you've got things with dimensionals on, they kind of make it harder to glue the back. I suppose if I used the liquid glue it would be easier, but anyway, this is simple. So then I've got a pale papaya. So, and then a trying not to have them in a total row, you know. Fresh freezer, and more polished pink. And finally another fresh freezer to finish it off. And then all I have to do is grab my, I need the little purple ones. Okay. So. And that's how you can make cupcakes out of the daffodils. And coincidentally, I showed this to my brother because I made this yesterday. And this morning, when I was setting up, I found a t-shirt that he'd obviously bought for me. And coincidentally, it said on it, I bake happy people, something about baking and happy people. And it was such a coincidence when I just made cupcakes. So, and it was so nice of him to get me that t-shirt. So, but he's good like that. So, that one looks suspiciously like this one. And yeah, I do love the hint of the wink of Stella. It's brilliant. So let's just review what we've made. As I said, since I had 3 pieces, here's the DSP, here's the dies, and here is the stamp, a stamp set. So obviously there's a lot more to play with in this whole set. So I would really, if you've got the daffodils, I would really advise getting this paper because it goes with it so beautifully. Although, of course, I didn't put it together because, as I said, I had 3 pieces, 3 cards. And if you haven't got the daffodils, they cost, what do they cost? I think it's just over $50. So if you get the dies and the stamp bundle, you can then get this for free, which is a pretty good deal, I think. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you make some cupcakes. Okay, I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye.